If you're following the AI space at all, you've absolutely seen the headlines. It's always Model X versus Model Y. You've got the constant leaderboards, the debates all over social media. It really feels like this perpetual horse race, where everyone is just trying to crown the next champion.
In this right here, this is pretty much the core of the whole conversation, isn't it? It's kind of our default setting. A new model drops, and what's the first thing we do? We immediately pit it against another one, we run benchmarks, we compare the outputs, and we declare a winner.
But hang on a second. What if that whole framework is just flawed? What if focusing on which model is inherently better is actually making us miss the most important part of the whole equation? Let's just, take a step back and really re-examine that premise.
And this, right here, gets to the heart of the problem with that whole A versus B debate. See, we treat these incredibly complex systems like they're static products, like we're comparing two cars right off the assembly line. But here's the thing, they're not cars. They are learning models. And that changes absolutely everything.
Okay, so to really get our heads around this, let's try a simple analogy. Let's just forget about all the code and algorithms for a second. Instead, I want you to just picture a classroom, full of students.
And think about it. This makes so much sense. You've got one student who just aces math, while another is a brilliant creative writer. The student who gets the top score on a history test might not be the best one for a physics exam. And here's the kicker. The performance of every single one of those students depends massively on the quality of the teaching they get. A great teacher can unlock potential that a poor one just can't.
Okay, so now let's bring it back to AI, because this is where it all starts to click. Large language models, or LLMs as we call them, well, they're not so different from those students. They aren't these static things with one single fixed level of performance. And this is the point that's so crucial. You can take the exact same model, right, and get wildly different results. I mean, 1 minute it's generating this brilliant legal summary, and the next it's giving you some nonsensical poem. So what gives? Why the difference? Well, it all comes down to how you guide it.
So this brings us to a huge shift in how we should be thinking about all this. For so long, we've been stuck asking the old question, which model is best? But a much, much more powerful question is, how well are we, the users, teaching the system? This completely reframes the whole thing. The responsibility shifts from just the tool to the person who's actually using it. It puts the focus on our skills, like how we write our prompts and the context we provide. And that change in question, that's everything. The quality of an AI's output isn't just a reflection of the model itself. It's a reflection of the partnership between you and the model. And why does this matter so much? Because it means you can unlock some truly incredible performance from almost any of the top-tier models just by becoming a better teacher. It turns you from being just a passive user into an active collaborator.
So I want you to think about your own experience for a sec. Have you ever, say, rephrased a prompt just a little bit and suddenly gotten a brilliant answer from the same model that just gave you complete gibberish? If you have, well then you already know where the real power in AI lies. It's not just in the model, it's in the person who's guiding it.